Hello everyone, Sunson.2, welcome to another mod overview, this time on Toggle Entity Renderer, a fabric mod that simply adds the ability for you to pretty much, I assume, enable or disable what you'll visually want to see of entities. So, what you've got is obviously a bunch of keybinds, which if we just check at the bottom, you can see the default are O and J. So, J will pretty much just, turn things on and off from what can be shown and not. And if you press O, you've got access to a menu with a ton of different entities. So you've got things like arrows, armor stands, the area of effect cloud for potions and other things, I assume. You've got obviously a bunch of different mobs. You've got sort of the thrown fire charge from ghasts. You've got a bunch of different stuff. TNT that's already primed, thrown eggs, and a ton of different things. So think mobs, projectiles, that sort of thing. It automatically sets itself there. So we just get a bunch of stuff, such as arrows, for example, or we get, say, a potion, say with lingering. Go fire resistance, for example. We'll go with, I don't know, a cow and see what happens. So we'll just test like a mob to do things from mobs to particle effects to other stuff. So we just get a bow, for example. We'll just put a bunch of arrows in here, which we get an armor stand and minecart and boat and such, and see if those work. We'll get a boat, because they're easier than a minecart sometimes to set down, and I don't know if we could do item entities. I think we probably could. Already got a bunch of arrows and stuff, so we can just place them there. So yeah. Throwing a potion is going to be tricky to, if I wanted to time it. Obviously I don't need to, but if I were to, for example, it's already the same. What's a different color? Weakness will do. Right. So get rid of the weather, and we'll press the O key, and we'll go say armor stand. Press the new hotkey. Escape to unset. Let's see, what else was there? Effect cloud I think is for what it is. It doesn't move into the bottom? No, it doesn't. So what do we got then? So you have to drag it as well. So we got cow. And what else was there? There's arrows, I think. Arrows. Like effect clouds, potions, if I remember correctly. Potion there maybe. We'll try. And then item entities, I guess. So escape to unset. Press the new hotkey. So I should remember press J and it'll. Oh, so you have to bind it to each thing, do you? Oh, you can bind it to multiple. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if it was just like a toggle on and off of you bind, and then it's like a overall it'll affect all of them, not a key binding for each one. Okay, so that's good to know. Okay, so escape to unset. So if I want armor stands to, I assume it doesn't have to just be J. Oh wait, no, sorry, yeah, so the binding then there's the other of affecting them all. If I wanted to, I guess. So we're just gonna say comma. We'll go cow, we'll go, let's see, what's something else I can set again? Potion, I think it was? Area of effect cloud, I think is what it is, but I don't know. Right shift. We'll just try those. So potion is now hidden. So we do that. Potion is now hidden and shown. Assume it's maybe the item entity. Nope. Or the potion particle effects, maybe. Nope. Doesn't seem to be the case. Something like that. Or it's a regular potion, maybe. We'll go, what, this, which is comma, which is armor stand, which we can see there. Cow is removed. We'll go back to it, we'll go arrow, which will be, say, the bracket there. So that's just, say, I assume, arrow entities. Yep, so not the items. So item entities are not affected, but mobs and other things that are already thrown are. Let's see. What else can we try? Press O. Yeah, actually, no, we'll go to the other because there's J, which we'll do all of them at once, which is the only other thing really to focus on, of course. There's all that. I guess the boat is the only other thing really I guess to test in a way. So we'll go right control, then we've got that, and then we've got obviously J for all of them. And we'll sort of sit in the boat, and we can now be in invisible boat, I think. Nope, so not when you're in the vehicle maybe. Can I do it afterwards? Interesting, so it's still visually there when you are in it. But other than that, of course, it's not. So keep that in mind. As well as I think it didn't do it correctly, because hang on, if I go here, go in, go out. No, okay, it was just me thinking things. I wasn't sure if it was like a bug where it's like it didn't present the boat that time, and then the next time I did it worked, so yeah. That's pretty much the extent of the mod, obviously, is just anything you don't want to visually have seen. You could either do this and that for just so that, I don't know if you could have it so it works for other players not seeing stuff, or it's just so that if you don't want to see things, like say you don't want to see an armor stand, but maybe you can still put armor on it, I think, and have it still display things. We'll find out. Because obviously the worthy is things that worth testing, so you can't even see the armor on it, so just everything that's on there. Interesting. But yeah, if you just don't want to see certain blocks, I guess, because it's just a bit too much, maybe performance-wise, or you just don't want to see it because it's just a cool effect, or however many reasons that obviously are suitable for using the mod for, then yeah. Otherwise though, I don't know about modded support though, like modded entities if it would pick up on stuff. I don't think the koi is in here, for example. It is not. So you're not going to see stuff like that there. It's mostly just the main stuff, but maybe you could add your own. There's no. There is the config here, which I assume presents all the stuff that you've already selected. So just go to here. Here's someone. Notepad. Yeah, and it presents them all like so. So what key binding, what type of entity, and then closes it, and then it moves on to the next one, and the next one, and the next one. So yeah, that's pretty much that side of it. Otherwise though, thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.